Here we go again, guys. Remember, the Freemasons are watching you if you're profane. Your war is on masonry. If you're not in the war of pulling the screw out of a Masonic compass, then you are not even in the war. You don't even know what the war is. Forces cultists, yeah, remember I said that in my last video. Someone asked me about it. So what I did, I took a little clip here. Oh, wait there, I better put you on the screen or I'll be bloody chattling away. Oh yeah, watch out. The temple might be falling in. Woohoo! That's what they do when the temple's falling in, you see. Watch for these signs. These signs here are what Freemasons do, you see. That denotes the temple is falling in on their heads. Right, anyway, here we go. Watch this Forces occultist, okay? Now, oh, here we go. Now watch what happens. Everyone in this lodge is blindfolded, all right, including him. He's now just getting his reveal, right? Look it up, the film Forces occultist. It's very good, and you can get the English version with subtitles, whatever, blah blah blah. But this is what he sees pointing towards him. This is what they see. Yeah, everyone's blind. He doesn't know who even the members are within his lodge. Okay, this is why people are so scary. Do you know? This is why it's so scary, because they don't know who's who. See, so they can't speak to anyone about Freemasonry because they don't know if it's a spy from another lodge or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And they cover their asses that way, because if they do, they get dragged to the lodge and they're corporal punished. You know what I mean? They get beat, they get put in isolation in their sorry, burgers burping on me. They get put in isolation. They have reflection chambers, yeah, where they go and they imprison their members for days on end. You know what I mean? Give them slaps and sort of basically torture them. Do you know what I mean? This is a cult, remember that. But this is what, look, everyone is blindfolded, so who's going to stab you or get you when you get that street? Look, I'll put the sound down. I ain't got, because it's in French or whatever anyway, but there it is. Look, and look at them all giving the sign, the salutation, yeah. Well, look, see, and they're all pointing their swords. Look, see, this is why Freemasons are scared. And they're not talking about today, we'll get you today, next week, we'll get you in the next decade. Do you know what I mean? There it is. Look, the all-seeing eye. That's what it's all about, you see. We may not get you this week, might not get you next month, but if we didn't even get you, we'll get your family anyway. Do you see what I mean? And that's what a Freemason, the first thing a Freemason see is all the members. He doesn't know, they're all got masks on. Do you know what I mean? And it's scary for them. Half of these will leave the lodge room. Do you know what I mean? And because they mix about, you don't know who's who. Do you know what I mean? And this is what it's about. This is why they're scared, because you don't know where they are. Their eyes and ears everywhere. Have you seen pointing at you? See, look, the Freemasons will come to you if you respect and observe our laws, yeah? But they also say that if you betray your oath, you will not escape the vengeance of the brothers spread out across the world, and who have sworn to punish perjury. See, what is perjury? Do you swear in bloody hell, whatever, anyway, but you can watch it yourself. But what it is, what they call perjured individuals, yeah. If they speak out against Freemasonry, they're actual perjured individuals. That's what I am. I'm a perjured individual, you see. And they marked me. I've got an M on my back. Do you know what I mean? And my name is Mark when they see me. There's the mark. But anyway, that's another story. Let's rebuild together. You know what I mean? Let's build better. Let's build back better. But I just wanted to get back into this, where from my last video, where again, look, the lesson from the ruins of Notre Dame: don't rely on billionaires. You know what I mean? Even though they pledged all these millions and millions of pounds, yeah, the actual money that come out to help, nothing. Do you know what I mean? And the only people, the money that went through is from the profane. Do you know what I mean? Look, it's been almost a year since Notre Dame was ravaged by fire. Here's what's been done to save it, and where the 954 million promised by France, super rich went. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to get into that. You can look that up yourself. Do you know what I mean? But that was all like, within a couple of days, millions and billions was, French billionaires, look, wealthy families, corporations, do you know what I mean? All Freemason, that's all Masonic, do you know what I mean? That's all it is, lords, earls and dukes. Again, I know I keep saying it, but that's what you're up against, do you know what I mean? If you're pulling the screw out of the compasses of your government, this is what you're up against. Yeah, they've got all the money, they own everything, they've already done all the wars to own everything, do you see what I mean? You know, and I'll show you that in a minute. But for 6 months the money was nowhere to be seen, do you know what I mean? Of course it weren't. You know what I mean? They want people in poor and God knows whatever. They want the actual profane people putting this money in. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, research that yourself. I'm not gonna get into that. Again, look, now the Knights Templars, right, which I've been going on about, yeah, look, it's so interwoven with Freemasonry that it's nearly impossible to separate fact from fiction. All right, reality from wishful thinking, legend from assumption. See, so what they're basically trying to do with their website here on Grand Lodge of Maine, yeah, is say they're not associated with Freemasonry. Do you know what I mean? Even though they are Freemasons, before you become a Knights Templar, you've got to be a Freemason. Do you see what I mean? So when they come on about Knights Templars, Illuminati, and he do mention Illuminati here, you can read it yourself. It's like Maine's Mason.org, Grand Lodge Maine Library, Knights Templars. And then what they try and do, again, like I said, they try and disassociate from each other, but they're all the same. You know what I mean? Just all the bloody same. And they, like this guy here, yeah, he said, see, even though, you know, well, I don't know, I'm not going to get into it because I don't know too much about it, and I don't want to say, you know, what is and what ain't, but all his stuff was like Knights Templars, look, you see, and he was what was he, a murderer in Norwegian or something, you know, I can't remember what it was about, you know, breakfast or whatever, I can't remember, something anyway, but he done a mass shooting, I think, or something. But all his stuff, you know, they're making out like his Knights Templar cross and it, you know, this, that and the other was all bought, you know, even though he was a Freemason, I think, or something like that. But this is how they try and disassociate themselves from any bad press, do you know what I mean? But you can read that yourself, I'm not going to get into it. Again, look, the Grand Encampment of Knights Templar, yeah. Now this is nothing, this is not, I'm not doing this is what they're doing. Look, and it'll tell you all the army, look, yeah, the I Foundation, all of that, you know, blah blah, right? But if you go down, okay, it tells you who's a knight, look, and it tells you who's a knight. But again, like I said, they're just Freemasons. They call themselves Knights Templars, yet they're Freemasons. That's all they are, yeah. And if you go down, I thought there was going to be a couple of pictures there, but obviously not. But that's it. Look at the army. Look, here it come. Yeah, that's again. Look, the banners, same as I've already shown you in my last videos. Same march. It's just an army, a Masonic army. Yeah, and they're encamped already on your door, in your town, in your city. Yeah. Look, here they are. Look, Freemason above. Look, Freemason, Templar. But they're nothing to do with each other. And then you can, you know, that'll give you, you know, this is a bit of like a little book or something, I don't know what that is, you know, like a PDF, and it tells you all, you know, if you want to learn more about it. And that's on York Rite of California, again by the Freemasons, nothing to do with me. I haven't made none of this up. This is Freemasonry itself, and you can click on the different links, you know, and like I said, they're all over the place. Do you know what I mean? You have a look, and if you scroll down, that'll give you, you know, more information. But like I said, they try and disassociate from that. Ain't us, that's the Knights Templars. If it ain't the Knights Templars, that's the, do you know what I mean? They disassociate. Again, look at the businessmen, they're all Knights Templars or Freemasons. Do you see what I mean? They're the Demole, which is the young children's for Freemasonry, but they'll say, oh, that's Demole. Demole's nothing to do with us, or us, you know, it's the Jesuits, or it's this, or it's that. They never take the blame themselves. They always put the blame on the side, because the more people you got, if you've got 10 different things, yeah, who do you blame? Do you see what I mean? You've got 10 fingers you can point at different people, and they're all arguing. So you spend all your time trying to find out who is actually to blame. Do you see what I mean? Whereas if you go, no, you're all in the same boat, you're Freemasons, dumb, all them 10 people where they keep going with Demole, with it's this, it's that, it's that, you wipe that clean. Do you see what I mean? And then you just say it's Freemasonry, and that's what it is, and it's just Freemasonry. It don't matter what the only reason they got so many, and they've got so many different different encampments, whatever you want to call it, is because there's so many of them. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So they're splinter groups. Do you know what I mean? You know, we can't, you know, they can only have so many, so they split it. Do you know what I mean? They go dun and they split it. But if you look at their army rankings, again, look, see all these? I'm going to show you these patches later, what's on the top of their thingies. They're just the same as, you know, whether they're stars from a you know, like an army captain or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Same stars, same medals. Look, do you know what I mean? And they're all different colours again. Do you know what I mean? Look, stripes. Do you see what I mean? But this is the uniform. But again, look, see him. Oh, this bloody mouse. But look, you see, look, wearing the white gauntlets. That's all what they can earn. Do you see what I mean? And different things. But they're just an army. That's all that is. That's just an army. Do you know what I mean? Look at them as field marshals, generals, because that's what they are. Do you know what I mean? And they're Freemasons. Here they are. Look again. Look at the medals and the honours. So what did they actually do? If you've got to ask yourself, what did they actually do to earn these medals? What are these medals for? Do you see what I mean? Because they ain't pinning medals on their shoulders for nothing, are they? So they must have done something, whether they, you know, swam 100 meters or, do you see what I mean? Yeah, you've got to do something to earn these things. Do you see what I mean? So what are they actually doing to earn it? Again, look in the background, the banners, the heraldry, bloody mouse. You know, the heraldry in the background again. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. Heraldry, they're lords, dukes, and earls. Yeah. And like I said, this could be the cavalry or the infantry, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? And that's what it's about. There he is. Look, the chaplain. Look. Do you know what I mean? They come from all walks of life. But look, it's an army. Do you know what I mean? But they're all Freemasons. Just because they're dressed different, it's just Freemasonry, yeah? And it gives them another reason to point at something else. Do you see what I mean? Again, what a skull's got to do with, you know, why is there a skull on the Bible? Do you know what I mean? I don't know if anyone noticed that. But again, look, see the altar? Do you know what I mean? This pyramid shape, and look at the candles round it. You see what I mean? It's all ritualistic. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to get too much into that. Again, if we just rotate, I'm not reading any of this. You can come and do that yourselves. I just want to show you some of the little pictures and that. Again, look, more heraldry, look, in the background. Do you know what I mean? Again, look, they got the honours, the medals. Do you know what I mean? Look, suits. How much are them suits worth, do you think? The ties, the little pins, look. Do you know what I mean? This is what they earn all the time. You know what I mean? Here it is again, look. See, how much money do you think these guys got? You think they're skint? Of course they ain't. It's nothing to them. Here you go again, look, another army. But again, look, Knights Templars stand side by side with Freemasonry. The only thing is they've gone up in rank. Do you know what I mean? He's not made it yet. That's the only difference. Do you see what I mean? You know? And that is the only difference. They're all just Freemasonry. Actually, is that the presidents at the back? I thought that was all the bloody presidents. So I thought, oh, hello. But again, like I said, they can come in any colour, shape, creed. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, I don't care if people are black, white, green, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know, even if it's an alien, if they're good, then that's good people, and they're the people you should be supporting. Do you know what I mean? Within your community and within, you know, anywhere. Not people that are just because they're doing charity like Jimmy Savile. Do you know what I mean? And you should support him, but it's what's behind it, underneath it. And you know, and what's being hidden. Do you know what I mean? And once you find that out, then you got your answers. But anyway, there you go again. Like I said, they come in all shapes and sizes. Yeah, so just don't, like I said, it ain't just men. Do you know what I mean? It's women too, and it's different people from different continents. It don't matter if you're Indian, from India, you know, whatever. You know, I don't want to get into all of that bloody segregation stuff. Do you know what I mean? Because everyone's the same. Do you know what I mean? But again, look, heraldry all in the background again. Do you know what I mean? And it's all the same. It doesn't matter. But if you're a Freemason, that's what you are. You're a brother. You're all on the same levels. Look, this is, here they are. Look, they're at a dress here. Look, and this is what Freemasons look like in life. Do you know what I mean? And that's it. You see what I'm saying? Boom. That's what they look like in real life. But they don't advertise it. They just look like this. So as you're walking the streets, this is what they look like. You see what I mean? Whereas if they wear, see, look, it's the same cars, whatever, but you put a big G on them, yeah, you'd soon see the difference. Do you know what I mean? And then it goes Royal Arch, blum blum. Again, look, yeah, look, Freemasons. This is the Order of the Eastern Star there. But again, Freemasons, look, with the different aprons, which denotes the different ranks, which denotes the different troop, or you know, what do you call it? See the point within? See the point there? Look, within a circle, look, you see it, and then you got the two columns on the left and the right. You'll see that a lot in films. Keep an eye on it. See, if it ain't that way, it's horizontal. Do you see what I mean? You get it on a lot of doors in films, but that shows them that's Freemasonry. And again, like I said, with the World War memorials, it's a point within a circle, and when they do their memorials, all that is a heads up or a thank you to the Freemasons that were in during the war. You know what I mean? A point within a compass point. Do you know what I mean? Blah blah, whatever it is. But this is what it's about. This is you know, it's all Masonic wars, yeah. And this is what they do. It's all camaraderie. You know what I mean? And there you go. See, this is Eastern Star again. This is where they're using some of the, you know, he'll be like Hiram Abiff, you know, and he'll be the bloody one of the kings and that sort of thing. They sort of like do that, play their little games and that, don't they? But that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? Just because they're not wearing aprons and their rank in duty in life, they are Freemason through and through, even when they're not wearing their uniforms. You know what I mean? And here we've got a classic example. Look, you've got like, I'm not if I say it and I get it bloody wrong, I go, oh, that's wrong. Do you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, as you can see, there's a lot of foreigners, if you call it foreigners, I don't even know if that's the right word you use, or different people from different lands in this picture. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna, you know, I was going to say, like, you know, he's from like Barbados and he was like, I don't know, where would he come from, Cape Cod or something, I don't know. But do you know what I mean? They're all from different, you know, different cultures. That's it, cultures, that's the one. You know what I mean? So they're all from different cultures, and you know, like I said, it's look, do you know what I mean? And this is how it goes on and on and on. But anyway, it goes on and on, scholarship, blah blah. But come there and look at yourself. I just wanted to show you again. Look, there's the Masonic army back in the day. There's nothing changed. They're the same people. Look, it's the same army, yeah, and that's what you're against today, yeah. There's nothing changed, nothing different. They've already fought most of their wars. Look, it's all there. Come and read it. It's all there. Look, do you know what I mean? They've got schools, colleges. Look, see it, trooping, yeah. They're drilling, yeah, and they're drilling all the time, yeah. They're not drilling for oil. I'm on about they're drilling for the profane, yeah. How to keep the profane, yeah. Look at the Knights Templar. Look at that army, yeah. Knights Templars. Now they say these are Freemasons. I'm calling them Knights Templars, but it's Freemasons. Do you see what I mean? Look, and banquet in Charlotte. See, a banquet. They always have banquet. They eat and feed themselves well. But look at this army. Yeah, look. They've even got a shape. Look, as a triple tall cross. Look, you see. These are running your towns and cities. Do you know what I mean? These are your Lord Mayors, your, you know, do you know what I mean? All your MPs, your PMs, do you know what I mean? This is all it is, you know. This is what's running, yeah, and keeping their eyes and ears open for the elite above them. Do you see what I mean? And they're paid well for it. Here they go, look, marching through there, look. Have you ever remember this? Look, if you look at this here, right, where have you seen that before? Look up MI5 badge. That's what that is. It's the same MI5 badge, that is. Do you know what I mean? I think it's MI5 if I got, or MI6, I don't know. But in the British, you know, Empire or whatever. But they're all marching, look. That's the Masonic army, look. That's a Masonic army, and that's what they do. Do you know what I mean? They're drilled, you know, and they're trained, yeah. Yeah, they are outside their hospital or whatever it is, public library, that is, and archives, yeah. But like I said, it's just an army. Look, here it come, look at that army, look, spearheading through the town, yeah. Can you organise anything like that? If you're profane now, sitting there watching this, can you organise anything like that? Of course you can't, because the Freemasons organise everything. Like when they have a day out here, you know, they do a day here, you know, like, I don't know, say like the lorries go through, you know, for charity. That's organised by Freemasonry. They have lifeboat days here, organised by the Freemasons that are in the lifeboat. You see what I mean? Everything to do with charity or anything that's run, you know, the fireworks, whatever, is run by the Freemasons. You see what I mean? There's nothing they don't organise. Again, look, here they are. Look, see, I trust a biker more than I would a Freemason, because at least with a biker, you know, you're standing up against something. Do you see what I mean? What they represent. Do you know what I mean? Even though Freemasons have infiltrated biker gangs, do you see what I mean? And they control them biker gangs, them criminal, but they wouldn't, because they don't associate it with the lodge, if you get what I mean, you know. Oh, he's just a brother, you know what I mean? Even though he's running, you know, a biker gang or a scooter gang or whatever, you know what I mean? I don't want to go too much into that, but again, that's just what it's about. See, they run everything, scooter gangs, you know, skinhead gangs, whatever you want to call it, do you know what I mean? But that's what they run. I'm back there now, so that's that done. Now what I want to show you now, right, is again, they're in the government. I'm going to show you these. Look, watch this Freemason here in government. He gets passed a token. I've already shown you. I'm going to show you some tokens in a minute. Watch the token. He's giving him a Masonic token. Look, there you go, my brother. And he there you go. Boom. Yeah, thank you, brother. You're all right, brother. And that's in government. Do you see what I mean? What did he just pass him there? He passed him a token, yeah. Gold coin, whatever, you know what I mean? How I'll show you them in a minute, yeah. Watch him do the Masonic hand sign, what I've shown you in my last videos. There it go, look. And he points down to it. See him look down, look. I've already shown this in videos, but I think it's important to get this in again. Watch him nod his head towards it. Look, as soon as he do it, I'm coming back a bit. There you go, watch his head nod down. Oh yeah. See? He's sending a message to the dude, yeah? And there you go, he's done. Sent him a message, him. Boom, you can't beat that. Now watch this one, yeah? Watch this guy's face here when he comes in as a guy with the glasses. Watch this guy's face when he sees him pull it. He pulls it with his hands here. Watch his face. Watch the aghast on his face. He shit himself. There it is. Look at him. Whoa, look at that. Is that warmed off or what? Look, watch him. Look, watch how happy his face is. Look. See, look. See his face. Look, it's all good. Oh, let me go back a bit. Like I said, I'm not professional at this. Look at his face. Look, it's all sort of happy and smiling, isn't it? Now watch the dread when he sees that hand sign. Look. Shit. Look at him. Shit himself. Do you know what I mean? And this is what they know. Do you see what I mean? Look, watch. See, whoa, look, he turned his head away. Look. And this is what they control it. They control these people. Do you see what I mean? Shit himself. Do you know what I mean? Well, there you go. I can't remember what this little video is. Let's have a little look, shall we? Here it is, look. Simple global civilization. I don't know. I don't know.
Grey and white, and you have the dollar.
Oh, he's gone on about the dollar coin.
Here you have a close-up, the colors of the you have the inlays, Orion, and you have the translation, and he was perfect in more than 40 languages.
I get some videos sent to me. But there you go. I've just shown you your government. Now let's go back to where we left off, and then I'm going to show you Scotland. Yeah, the Scotland Masonic Lodges. Okay, this is their 67th year of publication, but obviously in the abeyance for the 5 years during the war, this book weren't published. Okay, so that's 72 years this has been out. This is in 1949, yeah, and it contains a list of all the craft lodges and Royal Arch chapters meeting in Scotland with index. Okay, that's what we're going to get into, you know what I mean? But let me just go back to where right, which is where we're going to get into the aprons. And I want to show you this as well. Remember this, look how they're holding hands, yeah, these Freemasons. Okay, remember the apron, like the aprons as well. Okay, but look at how they're holding their hands. Okay, I'm going to show you a lot more of that in a minute. Anyway, this is where we got up to. So here we go. This has come from Morals and Dogma, I think, this one. To conceal the truth which it calls light from them, which is obviously the Freemasons, and to draw them away from it. Truth is not for those who are unworthy or unable to receive it or would prevent it. So God himself incapacitates many men by colour blindness to distinguish colours and leads the masses away from the highest truth, giving them the power to attain only so much of it as a profitable to them to know. Right, the teachers even of Christianity are in general the most ignorant of the true meaning of what of that which they teach. There is no book of which so little is known as the Bible. To most who read it, it is incomprehensible as the Sohar. I don't know what a Sohar is, sorry. So Masonry jealousy conceals its secrets and intentionally leads conceited interpreters astray. Okay, and then I'll leave that there. You can read that yourself. I don't even know why I added this, but this is like Morals and Dogma, and it's on about Lucifer. Is this the light? Yeah, and this is from Albert Pike. So just about, look, Lucifer was Satan. Satan was a negation of God. Lucifer was the light bearer of ancient times before Christ. Do you know what I mean? So he's before Christ apparently. But I'll leave that there. You can. I'll just in case that is a bit hard to read, I'll highlight it a bit, and then you can read that yourselves at your own leisure then. Okay, you're gonna have to pause it, and there we go. Go to the next page. Same again. The conviction of all men that God is led to a belief in their devil, the fallen Lucifer or light bearer, Shaitan, I suppose it is Satan, who come under very names. Shaitan, the adversary, Ahiraman, and Tufon, as I know it's got something above it, look, the two little dots, I bet that means something. Typhon, Tufine. Anyway, as an attempt to explain the existence of evil and make it consistent with the infinite power, wisdom and benevolence of God, Albert identifies Lucifer, being the devil or Satan, as men's belief in order to explain evil. So this is obviously Pike's work. I've got, if you go to my forum, all of Albert Pike's works there for download. Do you know what I mean? All of his books. Yeah, Masonry, like all the religions, all the mysteries, Hermetism and alchemy, conceals its secrets from the all except the adept and the sages or the elect, and uses false explanation and misinterpretations of its symbols to mislead those who deserve only to be misled. Yeah, like I said, it's all there, and they've got, you know, power of the Sabaoth and the starry armies and the guiding spirits. But this is all to do with Freemasonry. But all truly dogmatic religions have issued from the Kabbalah and returned to it. Everything scientific and grand in the religions, in the religious dreams of the Illuminati. Jacob Brown, Swedenborg, Saint Martin and others is borrowed from the Kabbalah. All the Masonic associations owe it to their secrets and their symbols. Yeah. Again, this is above my bloody pay grade. Oh, what's this? The Perfect Ashlar. I've done Perfect Ashlar. We're the rough Ashlars, and we're the hated profane. Yeah, we're rough, you know, unskilled, you know, and we basically consent for them, for the Perfect Ashlars, which is Freemasonry, to lead us, guide us. And, you know, and they're perfect, you know, they're square and compass and all that. I'll leave that there, you can read it yourselves, but I'm going to go into that again. I've already done that, the Perfect Ashlar. But yeah, that's what that's all about. And this one, I don't even know why I put this. I knew this one was coming up, so I had to look. Masters of a Lodge are in the Humber Lodge, the Jubilee Lodge, the Essex Lodge, Bucks. These are just Masonic lodges again, where around. But why put that in now, I can't remember. Again, look, now is Germany, right? This is what Germany invaded, okay, during the war. Why didn't it invade Switzerland? I mean, what sort of advantage did Switzerland have over Poland, Czechoslovakia, Italy, France, or any of the others? Do you know what I mean? Now, if you need to know why they didn't invade Switzerland, look up Sean Hross, S-E-A-N, Sean Hross, that's H-R-O-S, and look up the Pharaoh Show, okay, and some of his videos, and he'll explain to you exactly why the Germans didn't invade Switzerland. Yeah, okay, because they control it all. They're the pharaohs, yeah, for the Freemasons, yeah, blah blah. I'm going to go into it, you know, look up at yourself. But they're neutral. Who was neutral in a world war? No one. Do you know what I mean? Germany would have invaded them regardless and took all their wealth, but they didn't, because they were the ones funding the war. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, that's another story. You'll have to research that yourselves. But that just shows you. Again, look, ritual of the encampment of the Knights Templar of the United States. See, they're encamped on your doorstep now. Not just in the United States, they're in the UK, Africa, wherever you want to go. Tactics of the manual for the Knights Templars, yeah? Swords, see what I mean? Bugle signals, rules of camps. This is what they learn. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, if you, the profane, get out of hand, the first people that are going to rise up are the Knights Templars or the Freemasons within their lodges that are encamped on your doorstep already. Okay, do you know what I mean? And this is what it's about, you know, military orders, look, orders, military orders, competitive drills. Do you see what I mean? Rules for camps, yeah, they're camped. Do you see what I'm saying? Knightly courtesy. This is what they believe, you know. They, you know, and you, the rough Ashlars or the profane, whatever you want to call yourselves, yeah, you know. And the banners, look, consecration of banners, yeah, on the grand encampment. See, that's what I mean. It's all about banners, heraldry. Do you see what I mean? This is what it is. This is what it's all about. Masonic wars and keeping that, you know, oh, we're part of this gang, you know, and you're part of that gang. You know what I mean? And when they fall out, that's when they have world wars, you see, or there's civil wars, yeah, because that's what they are. That's all to do with Freemasonry, this Freemason wars. Not all heroes wear capes, remember that. Some wear aprons. I remember someone who wore, I remember some Freemason that used to wear a shell suit and do lots of running and yeah, made lots of money for different hospitals, Savile? I mean Jimmy, oh yeah, and he didn't wear a cape, but he did wear an apron. Anyway, let's move on. Shh, keep quiet about him. Real men wear aprons, Prince Hall, okay? Real men wear aprons. You know, they're advertising it. So they only think real men wear aprons, yeah? Like anyone else ain't a real man, do you know what I mean? But anyway, it's not. But again, look, these are the collection of an early Masonic aprons, yeah? And the way they have the apron, depending like the flap down or flap up, denotes a certain rank, yeah? And then obviously you've got like tassels what go with it, rosettes and all the different pieces, yeah? Like there's the rosettes, look, and they go in a different shape as well, you know, 4 corners. The triple tour cross, look, is on here as well. But these are the old, like, different types of aprons, yeah, Masonic aprons. Again, look, see the apron here? This is the fellow craft apron, and when they walk into the lodge, this is how it's got to be folded above, you see, the envelope, if you call it the envelope, and then in other types that'll go underneath. Do you see what I mean? They have different folds for the different ranks of Freemasonry, like this, you see. Okay, I'm trying to skip through again. Look, I'm not going to go through that, you can pause the video, but it's the cult of Jehovah, the great architect. Okay, right, the great architect of the universe, the goat, yeah, goat, great God of all things, goat, Jehovah, the great architect. Anyway, I'll let you read that. Again, you can read this if you notice a certain sign in certain corners of that certain apron. We've seen that, you know, as used as a certain sign for certain children, haven't we? But again, you can read that all yourself. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to get into that. Again, look, the Masonic apron on the folds, look, and that tells you the folds of, like, you know, where it goes. And it's all to do with the sun god, you know, and bits and pieces, you know what I mean? You get the flaps, you know, like A to B and C to D, and that gives you the different thing. I'm not going to go into it, you know what I mean? You can read that yourself or research it, do you know what I mean? But this is how deep it all goes, you see what I mean? Go red to J, look, and the green to V, do you see what I mean? And the black to H. We find that the 3 red stripes, 3 green and 6 black, we have the equivalent of 3 times, which is Jehovah, JHVE. Do you know what I mean? Always threes with Masonry, 3 3 3. But that's what that is, you know what I mean? But it denotes all sorts of stuff, you know, and that's all above, you know, from what my learning, do you know what I mean? I just know about it. That's, you know, which is a complete, they know, they learn all this, do you know what I mean? There's nothing, you know, this is what they do all day. See, look. And it's, again, like, it's the magic squares, isn't it? The ancient 64 squares represent nature, Isis, or matter, and the 100 square human destiny. So even the squares and all that have a different meaning, do you know what I mean? Like origins and symbols of Masonry, which is in my if you look in my forum, is already there for download, I think. But that's what it's all about, you know, and you've got to know all this in Masonry. If you don't, this is how they find out, you know, like I said, with the Boaz, instead of going Boaz, it's always spelt or halved, and it begins with the letter A. Do you know what I mean? So that's how they trick you, and I'll show you how this, you know, if you go into a lodge not properly dressed, you ain't getting in, you know, they know straight away. Do you know what I mean? So again, look, if you look at the dudes here, I mean, look at that worshipful master. I mean, what good, you know, look, I mean, look, he's the bloody circus ringmaster for all of these, and they'll all do what they're told for what he says. But anyway, look at the aprons, look. You see the aprons, look? See? Now, again, notice, like, he's squared off here, look, and he's got an inch or whatever. Even that inch, yeah, means something in Masonry. Do you see what I mean? So however far, I think his is squared right up to the top, so he's right in, do you know what I mean? But it all means something, do you see what I mean? If you don't do that right in the lodge, that's how they spot you, you know. And the more you're integrated into the gang, yeah, or the army, the more badges you get, like you do with the Cubs, what I've always shown you, do you see what I mean? And it's gold as well, and money, houses. I'm going to show you again. Look, the aprons, look, you got the moon and the sun, the globe, and that again, you can see it there with the apron. See, his is down, look, see, his is white and it's squared off, but they've got half aprons, yeah. See, and it all denotes rank. Yeah, here he is again. Here's the Masonic Bible. You can read the Masonic True Bible in my forum. Here's a sword, Masonic sword again, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, here he is, look. Now you see he's got the flap up on his apron, look. You see the flaps up, look. So the point is up again. See, it's another denoting that it's different. He's got his flap up, look, but his flap is down, you see. So that's another ranking, you see. So when they're in the lodge, they're sitting there going, "Cool, you know, you're a lowly Freemason if your flaps down, say." Do you know what I mean? So they go, "Oh, so the next thing they want to do or get to is having that flap up." Do you know what I mean? Now they want that flap down and then get, you know, like the colour put in on the envelope, like the blue, you know, the V. Do you see what I mean? And then they want to get their little, you know, their other little tokens or whatever they're, you know, vying for. Do you know what I mean? You know, and as they go up, here's another one in the middle. Look, see? But this is what it's all about. It's all about, you know. Now look at his mate apron in the middle there. Look, see how his is folded different again. Look, you see. See, it's not squared off. So all them different angles, do you know what I mean? And all the, you know, you've got to tuck that in right. If you don't, that's how they spot you. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, it's so like a Rubik's cube in the lodge. Do you know what I mean? This is how they test you, yeah. And like I said, their memories are programmed to remember things. So, like I said, if you're gang stalked, they just show your picture and that's memorised. And it don't matter if I go from this town to the other town. You know what I mean? That goes in their circular. Yeah, and it's put in a folder and it goes to every lodge, and every lodge meet has your face and has your picture. Do you see what I mean? And that's what it's about. You know, they're very very clever, and they, like I said, they learn memory, yeah, and they learn everything, and they know it, and they cut, and everything they're taught or learn or whatever and it's put to memory, and they memorize it. Do you know what I mean? So if they want to remember your face, trust me, every Freemason within the UK or around the world, if they put your picture out, will remember your face. Yeah. You're a perjured individual, and that's how they know that if you become a perjured within Freemason, you will be shouted out wherever you go, because you're remembered. They remember your face, you see, because they commit it to memory as they do their rituals and all their words. So yeah, that's how good they are. Do you know what I mean? At memorising stuff, and obviously when they gang stalk, you can go to a, you know, like I've been to different towns and followed blah blah, but the point is I can go into a pub, say, you know, in America, if they put my face out in America, that would be recognised like that, and it don't matter where you go, they recognise you. Do you know what I mean? That's how good these Freemasons are remembering people. Anyway, like I said, see, he's got his apron folded different this time, you see, and that denotes a different station. But again, look at all the suits. Look, they've got all the money. Yeah, you know what I mean? And obviously what's hanging off their neck is their ranking. Yeah, they're different ranking depending on what they are, and like I said, they're all vying for that. Do you know what I mean? They're all vying for the different things. Do you see what I mean? See, he'd be vying for his Arcadia on the under the, you know, the thing or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And or, you know, different. You know what I mean? It's just different. There's so much to Freemasonry, you just wouldn't know. Look, here's the ranks on some of the aprons. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, it's just an army. Yeah, just because they ain't putting they are actually, well, so they are putting stuff on their shelves, but this is what they vie for. Yeah, the different ranks here. Look, you see each bloody hell, I can't remember what they're called now. Apron is bloody a different. You know, like that's the square. I forgot what the bloody hell that is. That's the rule. What's this one bloody called? I can't remember. Cross keys is the treasurer. I forgot what they bloody are. Arcadia. Do you know what I mean? The Masonic Bible. You know, blah blah, and it goes on the sword. But that goes on like that. Do you know what I mean? And that's just how they, you know, rank themselves within the lodge. And then they add other bits to it. Look, you see. And then it goes on and on. See, and this is what they do. It's just like the cubs, yeah, what I show you. See, they get you at a young age, right, as a cub, and you're vying for that, you know, that all that stuff all the time. Do you know what I mean? And that's what you're looking for all the time. You're looking to, you know, get that pat on the back. Hello, brother. Oh, you're really good. Oh, you've done that, have you? Well done. You know what I mean? That's all what they do. Praise each other all the time, yeah. And that praise goes on. And that's, you know, and you start praising people all the time, they get used to that. Do you know what I mean? Don't forget they're doing this from when at very, very young age. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So they fucking. Oops, sorry, swearing. So they survive on that. Do you know what I mean? That praise and that egotistic stuff. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, they thrive on it. Do you know what I mean? And you know, they're like little dogs, little sheep, and they have to do what they're told. Do you know what I mean? They got to look up to their grand master. Anyway, but if this book's been going for 67 years, 5 years obviously during the war it wasn't published. That's 70 years already. You know what I mean? That this book's been going about. And look, 1949, yeah. Containing all the craft lodges and the Royal Arch chapters. This is in Scotland, okay? Right, oh, you're going to be surprised about this. Right, now, I've marked it here. Like I said, I've got a little tool I can think. Look, the public school in Dunblane. Now, can you remember the shooting there? So that's a Masonic lodge, okay? A Masonic lodge in a public school in Dunblane. Now I wonder what happened. You know, I mean, there's a bit of a conspiracy. We all know about, you know, the Freemasons involved with the Dunblane and how he got his guns, you know, because he knew the Freemasons and all that sort of stuff. You know, if I'm wrong there, then I'm sorry, but you know, I don't like putting out, you know, I try to keep things factual if I can, you know. Like I said, I don't know everything, you know, I can make mistakes. But that's a public school in Dunblane that got shot up and all that sort of stuff, okay? Then now, this is what I learned, yeah? I don't know if I told you in my last video or this video, but apart from, you've got Masonic Temple, which is the MT, yeah? And then you've got Masonic, I forgot what the bloody MH is now, God. So you've got Masonic Temple and Masonic something, I forgot what the bloody hell. But anyway, Masonic Hall, I think that is. Masonic Temple, Masonic Hall, and there's another one, but I'll come to that in a minute. And then look, what you've got here, look, the town hall, look, you see what I mean? So these are lodges within the town hall, lodges within public schools, okay? And town hall again, which is there. What else have we got? So there's 3 town halls already, 3 town halls and public schools. Look, and school there. Look, Mount Bathgate, Dunmay, Duchess and School. There's another school there. Look, so they're doing it in your public schools. Do you see what I mean? They're doing it in the Chapel of St Andrews, which is your churches, your town halls, and your public schools. Okay, Freemason lodges. Okay, look, town hall, Kirkcudbright, yeah, this is where they're meeting, in town halls, schools, yeah, town hall, Masonic hotel, Masonic hall. No, I'm getting this wrong. I'm sure I am. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Look, town hall again. There, look, town hall. Up here again, look, St John's Hall, Masonic Temple. We've got to remember that Masonic Temple, town hall there. So I'm getting confused again. My mind's racing. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited about this. Where is it? Oh my God, North the Old Children's Hall. No, Old something Hall. I've marked it here and I can't see what the hell why I've marked that. Bloody hell, the woman. Right, let's have a look. North Old. Oh yeah, that's it. Old Church Hall, yeah. So they're using church halls. That's right, church halls, public schools, yeah, Masonic halls, Masonic temples, town halls. Look. Okay, this is where they're meeting. This isn't me. This is their own books. Yeah, they're telling me. You know, and then I'm just passing on the information. PC Hall, which I don't know what that is. You got the Masons Arms, which is a pub. I'm going to show you their pubs and hotels in the next one. Royal Hotel. Yeah, so they get, and this is not even the. Once I get to the hotels, yeah, you see how many hotels they own. You ain't going to believe it. I'll tell you. And this is from their own books. Nothing to do with me. I ain't making none of this up. But again, look, they're using public schools, right? Here, look, town hall again, the lesser public halls. So, right, I've got to find the lesser public hall. Taylor Street Hall, Masonic Hall. I've marked it here, and I don't know why. Taylor Street Hall. There was something more I wanted to show you on here, but I can't remember. Again, I get so excited. I can't find it. Anyway, yeah. So. Anyway, we're getting there. We're getting the idea anyway. Where they're meeting, ain't we? Oh wait, there was that one up the top here. Wait a minute. Yeah, the town hall again in Stowe. You know what I mean? Again, what we got here? A town hall again. Look, see. So they're using the town halls. They're using public schools. Yeah. I know I'm missing something here. I always do. Never mind. So you've got Masonic halls and Masonic temples, yeah, MHMT, okay, so that's 2. So you've got 2 different, you know, apart from all them craft lodges and all that, you all got the, you know, the different thingy. Maxwell Institute, I wonder what that is. I don't know what the Maxwell Institute was, so I did mark it. But if they're doing it in institutions, there you go, isn't it? Town Houselet, the first Wednesday, Martin Hill School, there it is, look, Hart Hill School. Right, Main Street. So they're doing it in public schools. Do you see what I mean? Yeah. So it ain't just like they're doing it in like their own Masonic lodges. They're actually doing it in public. There's so many. Yeah, they have to use these public, you know, places. Look, the Legion Hall, yeah. The village halls, they're doing it in village halls. See, so they, like I said, when I say your towns and cities, they're also got Masonic lodges in villages, yeah, and that's not a joke. They've got villages with Masonic halls and Masonic temples, do you know what I mean? But they do meet in the village halls as well, yeah. They're everywhere, you know what I mean? Everywhere. There's something here as well, but I can't remember what it was. Masonic hall, village halls. Oh, PH means something, but I can't remember what it means. See, that's a different one, and I can't remember what it means now. That'll come to me. The PH means something as well, right? I can't remember. Like I said, oh, what is it? Come on, I can't remember. It's gone. All right, let's move on anyway. Public hall, Masonic hall, Masonic temple. That PH, what is that again? I can't remember. Anyway, if anyone remembers or knows of it, town hall, again, public halls. See what I mean? So they're using the public halls and everything, whatever they need, because they own it all anyway. They own the public halls, they own the schools. Do you see what I mean? So it doesn't matter. No one says anything. Look, Order of the Eastern Star Hall, Aberdeen East. One, we've got this Masonic Hall, alternative. Oh yeah, in a co-op. Look. I don't know if that's a shop, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did do it in a shop, because they do it anywhere. They don't care. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to see. I'm sure there's one here what says police station, and I don't know if I've missed it. Lime Kilns, Colnbrook Hall, Aberdeenshire East. It's something I've marked this. Yeah, Lime Kilns, Woodhouse. I don't know. It's somewhere. I'm sure that they did it on a police station. They actually marked it off in a police station. You know what I mean? I was like, whoa, what the hell? But yeah, again, look, it just goes on. Masonic Hall, Masonic temples. I'm sure I underlined it somewhere. Yeah, I marked it. Yeah, there it is. Look, in a courthouse. Okay, there it is. Boom, public courthouse. You know what I mean? PC Hall. I wonder if that's the police station. But anyway, don't worry about it. They got it in the YMCA Hall. You see, because they own all it. They own the YMCA. Why? Because it's youth. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's to do with the youngsters, yeah, and they can find out who's vulnerable to do what they need to do. Do you see what I mean? That's all about, you know, like I said. Anyway, I'm going to say no more on that because I'll get angry. Yeah, courthouses, PC, do you know what I mean? So you've gone from schools, we've got them all, right? Now here we go, look. Church Hall, again, which is there. 946 Edinburgh. I'm sure there was another police station in this lot, but again, like I said, they don't care. They're meeting all over the bloody place. Wait till I get to the hotels. Again, look, the bronze mark token is what that geezer give that other dude, yeah, and it stands for money. There's nothing there, and suitable for presentation to young mark master masons, yeah. And this is what it is. See, it's all about giving them these tokens are worth money. Do you see what I mean? And that's all currency within the Freemasons, yeah. Nothing to do, you know, not a currency we know nothing about. It's a currency what they use. Do you know what I mean? You know. Again, what's this? This is Provisional Grand Arch chapters of Glasgow. More chapters in, you know, look at the sword bearers, look, and there it is, look, the sojourner, look, the journeyman, second grand sojourner, third grand sojourner, first grand sojourner. See, they've got so many people, they have to, you know, all of these, look, grand scribe in the east, grand scribe in the north. Do you see what I mean? Look, deputy first grand principal, second grand principal, third grand principal. See, they've got so many people, yeah, they have to make all these, you know, first, second, third, fourth. Look at that, look, see, look, first grand standard bearer, second, third, fourth. Do you see what I mean? Grand organist, grand janitor, and there'll be, you know, assistant grand organist, assistant grand janitor, because it's got so many people within their army, they have to have all these ranks, yeah. And like I said, everyone's vying for the power. Do you know what I mean? What they bestow on them, you know. Oh, I need that badge. I want that badge. You know what I mean? Are you a super master now? Are you? Oh yeah, you're all powerful. You know what I mean? Oh, you're a master mason. Well done, done. Do you know what I mean? Did you get your £250,000 for your rank up? You know, tax free. I'll show you that. I've got to find the book. I've got so many books I can't find it, but I'll show you what they're paid when they're ranked up through masonry. That's tax-free money in their pocket. Treasurer, I don't know what. Oh yeah, well, yeah. Look, another YMCA hall. Yeah, down the bottom here, Masonic Temple, St John's Chapel, look, St John's Chapel, see, Edinburgh, see what I mean, Public Hall, it's all, do you know what I mean, they own everything, do you know what I mean, and they own this, they own all of this, do you know what I mean, everything you see written within here is all what they own, do you know what I mean, yeah? And obviously you got the name of the chapter here and the number of the lodge or whatever, do you know what I mean? So they own all of this, do you know what I mean? The YMCA hall, they own it, do you know what I mean? The bloody hell, the chapel, St John's Chapel, they own it, do you know what I mean? They own everything, do you know? The pubs and the pubs and the hotels I'm going to show you next, where they meet, you wouldn't believe it's astronomical, and nothing to do with whatever. I'll show you anyway, but like I said, it's just crazy. The amount of stuff. Look, the bowls club at the pavilion, so they own the bowling club, yeah. Do you know what I mean? They're members, you know. And I can go, you know, oh look at Meet the Bowling Freemasons. Just research it. The bowls clubs are Freemasonry. So it's the Bowling thingy. In Town Hall again. Look at New Conic. Public Hall, Anton Crescent. See, that'd be someone's house. That might be. I've marked it, and I don't know why. Own house daily. Sorry about this. I don't know. I'll let that one go. And then again, Town Hall. That's 37 pages, right? 37, 38. 39 pages of bloody Freemasons meeting, do you know what I mean? Yeah, what's this at the top? Yeah, that's St John's Chapel again, Haddington. See? Masonic Hall, the Square. What a bloody coincidence. But there you go, that's what I'm saying. Masonic Hall and then Masonic Temple. See, so they've got two, I think they've got 3 or 4 different, you know, like I said, different levels of Masonic, you know, thing. So like you got say you got a chapel, then you got a church, then you got a cathedral, and then you've got, you know, onwards like that. And I think that works the same through Freemasonry as well, you see what I mean, you know. But look, Scottish Masonic veterans, masters and past masters, Scottish Masonic tilers and janitors, blah blah blah. But the reason they do the veterans all the time is because, like I said, most of the wars were a fight of a Freemasonry, do you know what I mean? And that's what it's about, you know, Masonic wars, nothing else, Freemason wars. This is the index to the lodges and the chapters in Scotland, you see. So that tells you everywhere, look, everywhere there's like Freemasons, do you know what I mean, in Scotland. But just remember, this is just the lodges and the chapters, nothing to do with the other types of lodges and chapters, what I'll show you in a minute. But that's 42 pages, look. Do you know what I mean? That's just crazy. And there you go. I think that's the end. Oh, this is why you'll never see justice, because all the judges are Freemasons, yeah. And if you're standing in court up against a Freemason, yeah, and he's after your property or whatever, or you've got a dispute, you're losing if you're profane in court, because they will honour their oath and protect their own. So that's your judges. You know what I mean? So don't even go there. Again, what he did do, whoever did this, by the way, I think it came out of a newspaper clipping. Notice the square again, look, is longer on the left side than it is on the right. You know what I mean? He got that right anyway. Again, look, the Catholic history, Pope Francis will not talk about the Vatican's complicity in the final solution. Well, he was all in with the Germans, yeah, because it's all the same, yeah. Again, look, they're giving the Nazi salute, but they won't talk about that because it's all shh, shh, shh. You know what I mean? Quiet, shh. But they're all Freemasons. That's all they are. Look, and if that's what I said about them look at the grip, yeah, the Freemason grip. Look, okay, and there's your Winston Churchill. I've got to get this right, you know. I can't remember his bloody name. Oh dear. But that's an American, and that's the Russian Stalin, isn't it? Yeah, Stalin, I think. But that's the war, look, Masonic war. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is. There's the warmongers there, look. You know what I mean? And this is what it's about. Don't let another Masonic war erupt, or a Masonic what they call it, civil war, because that's what's going to happen. Look, here they are. Look, they're doing the same thing. Look, yeah, Freemasonry. Look, they're all doing it in the lodge. Look here, look, doing it in the lodge, and here's your leaders doing the same thing, because they are just Freemasonry. Do you know what I mean? It's just Freemasons, and that's what it is. It's all Masonic wars. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Masonic. Look, boom. Masonic, Masonic, and there's the geezer with the haircut, Trumpy, look. You know what I mean? But that's what it's all about. It's a Masonic war, you know. Always, look, the big four, World War One, which is these four leaders. They were the first for World War One, and then the big three for World War Two. And there they are, look, Churchill, Stalin. Oh, by the way, all 7 men were Freemasons, and that's why I say, and you've seen my other videos just well, just showing you the Germans and what they were after the children, blah blah blah, and okay, this is what the Freemasons are doing. See, so don't let there be another. You know, you don't want a World War III, and you don't want any civil wars, because they'll be Masonic. I promise you, that's all they'll be. You know what I mean? So you don't want to get into their you know, you need to pull the screw out of their compass. You know. Because they're all safe. They all say, you know, he loved it. How many men did that man send to death? Do you know what I mean? The amount of people he killed in Africa, let alone Stalin. But anyway, that's Freemason for you. They're all good. Is a pattern emerging yet, right? Freemason. They're all Freemasons, look, yeah? I could name them all, but I can't because I forgot. That's Hitler, obviously. Clinton, he's Demole. I'll show you him in a minute. He's Skull and Bones, I think. He's I can't remember his bloody name now. See what I mean? When my mind goes, like frick. But that's George Washington at the top. And again, we never went to the bloody moon or the space or anything else. But most of the NASA, they've got billions and trillions out of people that are profane. Yeah, but they're all Freemasons, but it was all a con, and I ain't going to go into that, but you should research it. You know, again, I think that's Harry Truman, isn't it? Is that Truman? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. But again, look, here's Trump, look, and look at this dude's speaker here, look, Freemason pin, look, see it? It's Freemasons in the White House, you know what I mean? Freemasons take everything, and the only person, the last person that was, like, say, honourable in the White House was JFK, and it was the Freemasons that killed him, and then they turned it all into what their favourite word, conspiracy. Do you know what I mean? But they killed JFK, the Freemasons did. Do you know what I mean? Because he wasn't Biden down, was he? Do you know what I mean? I've done his speech, and it, you know, go listen to it. What is a secret society? Blum blum, full of this. He knew what was going on. But anyway, let's move on. There's just a little thing. Here he is again, look, the Masonic pin, yeah? Freemasonry runs the country, yeah? He's a Freemason, look, Freemason. These people don't do nothing unless the Freemasons, and like I said, I'll show you the ranks at the beginning, you know, where they stand. Here he is, look, with his Freemason apron, look, with the flap down. Do you see what I mean? They advertise it, throw it right in front of your face. Do you know what I mean? And there's the Arcadia, look, if you see it there, look, which is the Masonic Arcadia, what you see on their aprons. See? Freemason wars. Freemason runs everything. See? Freemasonry today. Clinton was a Demole, look. There he is. Do you know what I mean? His wife is thingy. See? He's a brother president. You see what I mean? They run it. That's all it is. That's why on the dollar bill you've got the pyramid. Do you know what I mean? And all that. But I don't need to go into that. A lot of you guys know all about it anyway. Again, look, it's heraldry. Yeah, this is what it's about. The Grand Conclave of Masonic Knights Templar in England and Wales. Okay, heraldry. Yeah, it's what it's all about. Look, see, Freemasons. Look, see, so they go there Knights Templars, but Knight Templars. So what? You're just Freemasons. Yeah, same thing. It don't mean nothing. They do that to guide you away. Knights. See, these are the tactics and monitors. I need to get my. I'll get better pictures of this for you, but this is a bit of a higgledy-piggledy. I didn't do these pictures, this was someone else, yeah. And it's Hitler, and you know, here they come, look, marching the Masonic armies, yeah, before the war, look. And you see these medals, this is what they put on Freemasons, the same sort of medals, look. And you've got the octagon, look. And if you, like I said, look up Sean Harass and the Octagon Empire, yeah, and it shows you, he tells you why the wars were there, yeah. They were octagon wars by the pharaohs, yeah. And his dying words, yeah, Charles King of France, what blood, what murderers, what evil consists have I followed? I am lost, I see it well. Do you know what I mean? Because they all follow these people, do you know what I mean? And when that comes up too late, do you know what I mean? But they do, like I said, this Tactics Monitor is actually in my forum, I think, for download. So you can go see this for yourself. Do you know what I mean? But you'll see it. It's just it's all Freemason Masonic wars, yeah. And like I said, the pirates back in the day, they were Freemasons. Do you know what I mean? They used to do all the thingy. They traded with the Indians, blah blah, and they nicked all the gold. And you know about the Masonic Templars and their gold and all that sort of thing, but that's all it is. They just work for the crown, you know what I mean, and the different, you know, elite families. But this is what it's all about, heraldry. Look, even the shield shapes, yeah, all mean something, same as the aprons, yeah. I'm going a bit off track here. I'll get back on track, so I will, but again, I just thought you just would like to see some of this, do you know what I mean? But it's all about heraldry, do you know what I mean? And the Book of Black Magic, if you look at it, the New Encyclopedia, it all sort of, like the Scottish, right, it all comes together, do you know what I mean? But again, it's getting a bit above my pay grade. The Book of Ceremonial Magic, yeah, and it's all integrated, you know. There's Tony Blair, do you know what I mean, and Abraham Lincoln. That's all integrated, do you know what I mean? But again, it's above what I do. I just thought I'd just show you that out of interest. But the encyclopedia for Freemasonry is in my forum. Look, CIAs, yeah, Knights of Malta, Knights Templar. We're now coming up to an hour, so I'm going to finish off. Eagles of Shield, Rothschilds, Lendon House, do you know what I mean? That all comes together, you see what I mean? All together, the 322, that was who thingy was. But anyway, that's what it's about. See, this is America, the Declaration of Independence by all these families which are Freemasons, you see. It's always Masonic wars, you see. Knights Templar, look, that's all to do with the, you know, his doctrine, the ritual of Enflet Levy, yeah. Again, it's the Bamafet and all that, yeah. Masonic symbolisms, yeah. See, but I can't remember what that is. But again, look, Nazi, look at the triple tall crosses, yeah. Trump, that's what they're using for him, but it's just a Nazi. See the Nazi thingy in the middle, but the triple tall cross, so it's Freemasonry. You see what I mean? It's just a Freemason, and here's a Freemason little piggy bank. Look, see the Nazi swastika there, and there's the forget me not on the left here. You got the Masonic horseshoe, and I think that's a wishbone there, but it's a Masonic. See, it's a Masonic piggy bank. See, and there it is. But that's you know. Jehovah is Jahabulan, and Jabahulan, if you don't know who Jabahulan is, or Jabahulan, if you don't know who Jabahulan is, look it up. Jehovah, this is straight out of their book, this Jehovah, and Jabulan are straight out of their books. I'll show you it, but that's what that is, Jabulan. This is all to do with them, you know, and their corrupt system, do you know what I mean? Thank God I've gone off that, but I've just shown you, like I said, I've just shown you where they're meeting in public schools, courthouses, YMCAs, do you know what I mean, church halls, do you know what I mean, and this is all the Masonic Army meeting in Scotland, okay, so you've seen all of this, okay, and it's so far back, look at all them, look, right, do you know what I mean, boom, 40 odd pages of Masonic halls and that, yeah, okay, so now we've gone to that. So we've done all of that, which is brilliant, and now we're getting down to the good stuff. Do you know what I mean? Sorry to bore you, but I think, you know, I think you need to wake up to how big this army is. Do you know what I mean? Now, the very next video I'm going to start straight off, and I'm going to go into this District Deputy Grand Master's Handbook, okay? And I'm going to show you what they order the people. You know, what they order Freemasons to do. Do you know what I mean? And there's security, and there are other bits and pieces. Do you know what I mean? And I'll just show you how lethal these Freemasons are. Right, anyway, have a great day, and thank you for your support again. And yeah, see you later, kind men. See you later, kind ladies.